If you know me, I'm flaky at best, with an occasional turn to God. And that is important to know about me because I won't always get it right. You know how I could tell? I wasn't born right. Um, After I was born again, I still didn't do everything right. Today, I won't do everything right. That's why God's mercies are new every morning. Because I'm going to need everything done right. Fixed, addressed, directed, corrected. For that, I'm going to need intimate, interactive relationship with my Father, with the Holy Spirit. Jesus said, hey, you thought I was cool. Wait till you see who I'm going to leave behind for you guys. The disciples were like, no, don't leave us. And he said, the Holy Spirit is going to be great. I don't think the disciples necessarily went, cool, somebody better than you. No, they were thinking Holy Spirit. We're used to, in the flesh, Jesus, in the flesh God. And Jesus said, it's going to be the Holy Spirit. And they still had to wait a little bit of time. That's hard for us. It's just waiting business. But as we move along from first grade to second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, so on, there's a little bit more that's taught each year. Some of the things are reviewed. Remember math? How they used to review so much math at the beginning of the year? And you're like, man, I remember this stuff in third grade. And you're like in the ninth grade, 10th grade, something like that. And the math got harder throughout the year. There was learning, lessons, practicing, studying, and tests. At the end of Psalm 139, it talks about test me. Testing can be a period of time where the teacher's not there feeding you the answers or overseeing that you got it right. It's going to be a time when the teacher's basically away from your desk, quiet, away from your place, your area, your life, quiet, and watching how you do. Grading it. Now the grading wasn't for the teacher. The teacher wasn't going to pass or fail because of your grades, but the grading was for you. This is how you did. The word grade was from the word gradual, which was from the word graduate, which was from the word congratulate. So this gradual learning more about God for us is going to be measured by tests. And when the test is gone and you're just sitting there with your grade, you say, hey, I passed, or no, I didn't. So the classes you had, sometimes 6, sometimes 8, depends on your school, number of classes you are taking are like the number of arenas and relationships in your life. You like a lot of relationships and a lot of events, well, expect a lot of tests. If you're hanging out with God. And the passing of the test isn't whether or not you sold the business. It's not whether or not you got healed. The passing of the class was, did you remain intimately interactive with God, attached to, connected to, deeply? Did you remain with Him? Would you go to Him immediately? Did you go to Him intentionally? Did you remain in Him intimately? And was there you passing on issues and then you listening to Him and receiving from Him? Sometimes the receptiveness was something you already received a long time ago, but a new arena. So somebody irritates you and you learn how to handle it. Then later on, maybe today, somebody's irritating you, and do you know how to handle it? When I say do you know how to handle it, there's wisdom in the Bible for that. Do this, then do that, then do this, and as they respond each time, you know how you're to go on with it. So being with God, your response, your growing up, your gradual growth to graduation and congratulations. You can sense that God goes, hey, you got it. But we can ask ourselves to be placed continuously before Him and in response to anything that we're heading at in life. Does this make sense? Hope so.